Have you ever noticed this? You can move through an entire day, working, talking, thinking, making decisions, and you feel mostly fine. Your energy stays stable. Your mind feels clear. Your body feels present. Then you have one short interaction, one conversation, sometimes only a few minutes, and suddenly everything shifts. You feel tired, not physically, but mentally. Your head feels heavy. Your thoughts slow down. Your motivation drops. Emotionally, you feel flat, disconnected. And the strange part is this: nothing obvious happened. No argument, no confrontation, no raised voices, no clear reason. The interaction looked normal, polite, even calm. Yet something inside you collapsed. This does not happen with everyone. And that detail matters, because random fatigue is physical, but selective fatigue is psychological. You don't feel drained everywhere. You feel drained around specific people. That means your nervous system is responding before your mind can explain anything. This video is not about being introverted. It is not about social anxiety. And it is not about weakness. Strong people experience this. Calm people experience this. Confident people experience this. This is about why certain interactions drain your energy instantly, even when you can't explain why, even when you replay the conversation and find nothing wrong. Your body noticed something your mind ignored. Energy loss is not always about effort. Sometimes it is about exposure. Exposure to pressure, to unspoken expectations, to emotional imbalance, to subtle control. Once you understand this, you stop blaming yourself and you start seeing the pattern. Some interactions drain you because they are not neutral. They contain pressure, not loud pressure, not obvious pressure, but silent pressure. Pressure to explain, pressure to perform, pressure to adjust, pressure to be careful. Around certain people, you monitor yourself, your words, your tone, your expressions, your reactions, even if you don't consciously realize it. Your nervous system does. This constant self-monitoring consumes energy. When you are relaxed, you don't manage yourself. You simply exist. But around draining people, you manage your presence, you calculate responses, you soften reactions, you hold back impulses. That management costs energy. Some people create pressure by responding slowly, staying emotionally distant, giving minimal feedback, never clarifying how they feel. Your brain fills the gap. Did I say too much? Did I say too little? Am I being judged? Should I change my tone? That mental effort is exhausting. Energy drains fast, not because the interaction is long, but because it is mentally unsafe. Psychological safety restores energy. Psychological uncertainty drains it, silently, without warning. Another reason interactions drain you is imbalance. You give more than you receive, not materially, emotionally. You listen, they unload, you adjust, they remain unchanged. You explain, they stay silent. Energy flows outward, but does not return. This creates emotional leakage. Your system is designed for balance. When balance breaks, fatigue follows. Another hidden drain is emotional suppression. Around certain people, you filter yourself, your humor, your opinion, your honesty. Filtering is effort. Effort without release becomes exhaustion. Notice this. After draining interactions, You don't feel angry. You feel empty. That emptiness is information. It means energy was spent without expression, without return, without relief. That is why the fatigue feels deep and slow to recover. Your body reacts before your mind understands. Around draining people, your shoulders tighten, your jaw clenches, your breathing becomes shallow, your posture closes. This is not imagination. It is physiological. Your body detects threat, not physical threat, psychological threat. Threat to expression, threat to autonomy, threat to emotional safety. Protection costs energy. That is why the exhaustion hits later. After the interaction ends, your nervous system stayed activated, without release. Some people consistently trigger this response, not because they are evil, but because their presence creates imbalance, silence, control, distance, judgment. Your body reads these signals instantly, even when your mind stays polite. Energy loss is the cost of containment. The solution is not avoiding everyone, and it is not forcing positivity. It is awareness. Once you see which interactions drain you, you stop personalizing the fatigue. You stop asking, "What is wrong with me?" And you start asking, "What dynamic is present here?" Slow your responses. Reduce explanation. Stop filling silence. Let imbalance reveal itself. Energy returns. When pressure dissolves, not when you try harder, not when you perform better. Your energy is information. Listen to it. Draining interactions are signals, not failures. Once you respect that signal, your system recalibrates, and the drain loses its power. You were never weak. You were responding correctly to subtle pressure. Once you see it clearly, it stops controlling you. This is Mindistry code.